Hello and welcome, Tongi again, in my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be making my famous tequila, oh, tequila lime pasta. Um, this dish was inspired by a restaurant I used to go to when I was younger. Kind of remembered it and then looked up some recipes and then came up with my own little thing here. I spent all day making tagliatelle. Here, hand rolled tagliatelle I'm using for the pasta. First thing I got here is the chicken. It's a chicken breast that I've mixed with tajin, garlic salt, and parmesan cheese. Next ingredients we're going to need: 2 bell peppers, different colors. I use always a green one, and sometimes a yellow one, and sometimes a red one. Red onion, jalapeno, 2 cloves of garlic, butter, 4 limes here, and the sauce. So I have 1 cup of chicken stock here, which I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of tequila to. Then I'm going to take some of these limes. I'm going to zest some of these limes in here. This is for the sauce here, that's mostly going to be this. Along with, some butter, parmesan cheese. Now I'm going to cut these limes. I'm going to juice them. Okay, all cut up. Handy dandy juicer here. That should be about 2 cups. And then the most important part here. Yummy. All right, now to the cutting board. Okay, now with these 3 things, we're going to cut half, and the other half, we're going to cook with half, and then the other half will be for finishing. So I'm actually going to cook with half of these vegetables, and then the rest of them I'm going to save for after I'm done cooking. I'll toss the fresh onion and bell pepper in the pasta, and it makes for a very nice finishing touch on the pasta. So I have 2 bowls here. One is for, obviously one is going to be for the cooking. And the other is going to be for the saving. I like to do these in strips here. All right. I think this one's going to be for finishing. And this one, maybe for cooking with. All right. Now I'll move on to my jalapeno and my garlic. The jalapeno, I prefer to leave the seeds in, but no one else likes me to do that. So what I do is I take this Japanese style with a little sharper point chopstick in there, and I wiggle around sides there because I like it in rounds. Just get out all the ribs and seeds that way. There we go. Side with the garlic here. Right. I think she thinks by chopping is someone knocking at the door. All right, there we go. That's that. Now it's time to cook. All right. I got the water on for the pasta. I'm going to do the sauce over here in the saucepan. That going there. Add a tablespoon and a half of butter there. In the butter, I'm going to add the jalapenos here. And I'm going to add the garlic at about the same time. Salt. Kind of look, yeah, like that. Nice and bright. Lightly cooked here, just a little fragrant. Then I put the liquid made right in there. Bring it up to a boil and put it on simmer, and then reduce it while the rest of the I'm waiting for the water to heat up and the rest of the stuff cooks. All right, so we got this kind of at a simmer here, and it's going down. I got the pasta water that's boiling, so we're ready there. So next I'm going to start on the rest of it, and I get this pan really, this pot really hot, so I can do the chicken in there. It's already a little warm because I did some chicken fat in there. Add another tablespoon of butter to that. While that's going, this is going to be reducing here. This is the reserve that we did. Pepper and onion. Toss that right in there. Sounds like it needs to be hotter. Add some salt. if I can switch these two here. There we go. Sounds like on the camera. It's all right. Pasta water is already salted. I'm sure salt it like a soup, not like the ocean. If you know what that means. So, peppers and onions heated up here with a high burner. That sounds like it's going well. Let's see if I can toss this chicken in here. Mix. A little more butter in there. Pop this down. We're going to let that sit and brown for a minute or two here. And all right. Can you see what that looks like? Oh, what? There, I can pop this up. I got the chicken in the middle. Put the peppers and onions on the outside. I want the chicken to brown a little bit. Brown food is good food. And you know what they say. Brown food is good food. Or maybe that's not what they say. Don't eat everything you see that's brown. Looks like it's going nicely there. This is reducing nice. What it should look like. Some of these. Yeah, almost there. This sauce doesn't need thickener. The only thickener this sauce is really going to have is going to be the pasta water. When I take the pasta out, it's going to come with water and be very starchy. And it doesn't seem like it comes together as a sauce. I don't add cream or anything like that. I used to add cream, and I stopped doing that. I just use the butter now. Cream, I really didn't like the flavor of the cream in the sauce. That's kind of what they do at restaurants to make it easier to bring out to the table, and it looks nice. It looks like the sauce is coating, but even though it doesn't look like the sauce is coating, I guarantee you it's coating. It's the starch from the pasta water really will take this liquid and coat it very nicely. All right, there we go. Like, oh, there we go. I'm gonna stir this up here. All right, one time here, and now this step is completely wrong culinarily. But I've tried it every which way, and this way seems to work out the best. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Parmesan cheese here. I'm going to use the microplane, and I'm going to put it into the liquid here. Very strange. Some of this in there. It doesn't have to be very much, or there could be a lot. Depends on whoever you like it. And that shouldn't be the way it works, but it does a good job there. And so it looks kind of awkward. A big chunk of cheese in there, but it'll come out well. I'll toss one more chunk of butter into this pot here. And then I'm going to toss this whole thing right in there. And that's going to be our sauce there. Don't need this anymore. I'm going to move this to this low burner here. And we are going to move the pasta water back to this burner all the way low. Just kind of here and go down. Now we're going to do the pasta. Hey. All right, here's my pasta here. It doesn't take very long to cook, a couple minutes. Stir this up. I'll move this over here so the camera can make it better. Yep, okay, you can see that better. Now I just have to wait for this pasta to finish. Hopefully it'll just take another minute or two. And this is on the lowest it can be here. Batch of fresh pasta is about the limits of this pot here. I got one little pat of butter left. Let me just pop it in there. All right, you can kind of tell fresh pasta is ready. Let's see if we can see that. Way over here, the monitor. All right, when the starch kind of starts pooling up at the top completely, pasta will plump up and that starch will kind of start going over. Then you have like 30 seconds to a minute before it is completely done. Just like that. Just a little bit of it. That's hot. Oh yeah. There you go. Done. Put this straight in here. And as I'm putting it over, it's going to carry over a lot of this pasta water. Oh, I got a little chunk here. Great job knotting it up. That's right. Okay. At this point, I can turn this fire off as well. There we go. That's all the pasta. Mix it up in here with the sauce and everything. Oh, wait, I can already smell that lime. And then all the fresh vegetables that I reserved, toss right back in there. That up. There you go. Chicken lime tequila pasta.